Welcome to another podcast from Alternative Options for Elderly Care. It's a placement service right here in Vancouver, Washington. So today I'd like to talk about the actual placement process. What all happens? So essentially, you, the consumer, are on the web, you're searching around, you're looking for care in one way or another. You're going to run across a lot of places that will offer help. Some are national, we can name the big ones, and potentially there may be local ones that are also listed on the web. Alternative Options is on the web. You can find us at www.alt-optns.com. There you'll learn quite a bit about us and what we do. But let's go back to the placement process. You, the consumer, are searching. Your mother, your father, grandparents, aunt, uncle, relative, friend is looking for care and they need help now. It's in every case, it's not a matter of if they're going to ever need help, it's a matter of when. So in my mind, it's better to do a little research, a little educating of yourself before the emergency happens, because typically what happens is an emergency happens. They fall, break their hip, heart attack, stroke, whatever. They end up in the hospital. From the hospital, they're going to go to a rehab community somewhere. There's 5 big ones here in Vancouver. From there, the family is going to be told, okay, next Thursday, your reli has to find a place. And it's not safe to go back home. They're going to need a lot of more one-to-one care than what they're getting at home. So what happens? You search the web and ultimately, hopefully, run across us, Alternative Options for Elderly Care. So you call us and we will help you from beginning to end. If you look at our logo, I'm going to point back at the trailer. See the Alpha and the Omega sign. Also in the infinity sign. Okay, so we will help you from the beginning all the way through placement and everything in between. That's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And the infinity sign is we will do an infinite search and help you find what's necessary. So you call. I like to come out and meet the resident. I like to meet you and find out, get a feel for you, what your needs are, what your wants are. And then my business partner and myself, Nathan Ross, my son, we will go back and search out what's available in the area that you want. We'll go make all those calls for you. There's 350 adult family homes in the Clark County area and over 30 ALs, ILs, ALs assisted living, ILs independent living, memory care if that's what's needed. Pardon me. Excuse me. So we will go back and help search what's available. Then we'll come take you or just your family, whoever you want to go see the homes. We'll narrow that down from 380 homes, communities, down to about 4 places that'll really meet your needs. We go for a tour. We're going to go into these communities and see firsthand what's available. Now, in a previous podcast, I talked about what is my history, and I went into some pretty good detail. So I'm going to use those skills. I come with a different set of eyes than you do. You're hitting this for the first time, and you're overwhelmed, and that's fine. That's what I'm here to do. I come in it with 30 years experience. I've been in ALs. I've managed 4 of them over the past 9 years. I've been in adult family homes. We own and operate one for the past forever. So I know what should and should not be happening in those communities, and I come from a different point of view than what you will do. You're looking for, do you think this will meet your mom or dad, whatever needs? Okay, so we go for the tour. You see what's available. I'm going to keep my yap shut until we're done with all 4 of the tours. Now, if none of those pan out, they just don't meet your fancy, that's fine. We will look at more. until we find what you're looking for. That's the infinite service. So once we decide what you want, there's a few more steps that need to be done. You can't just move straight in. All assisted livings and adult family homes operate under what's called physician's orders. So I'll need to contact the physician unless they're coming from a rehab or the hospital directly into a community of your choice. I can take those orders in lieu of your primary care doctor's orders. If you're already at home and you need the help, that's fine. I can contact your doctor. I'll do all this behind the scenes, so I take that load off your back. Anyway, I'll contact the doctor, get the physician's orders. Then it branches out. If you're going to an assisted living, their nurse will do the assessment. So that's the second piece I need: physician's orders and an assessment. They'll schedule a time. The assisted living nurse will schedule a time to come out and do their own assessment. If you're going to an adult family home, I like to use a company by the name of In It Together Nursing. They're the largest in Vancouver and growing every day. Right now they've got about 5 or maybe 6 nurses, and Jeff and Paul are saying that by year's end, they intend on adding another 2 or 3 nurses. There's that much of a demand. Anyway, they're fast, they're quick, they do a great, thorough job. I can always count on them, and they're a great resource. If you don't want to use them, that's fine. There's about 20 other nurse delegators, assessors in town. I can give you a list. You can pick from that. If you have no preference, I like to work within it. Anyway, so either way, we get the assessment, we get the physician's orders, and now we set up a time for you to go into the community, sign the contract, and now comes moving day. This is where we can help as well. Going back to the trailer, I'm more than happy to help move the furniture to the community of your choice. You have to box things up. I'm not gonna dig through drawers and stuff like that. I think that would be rude and highly inappropriate. But the family can box things up, and I can just grab the box, the dresser, the whatever, the bed, the easy chair, the TV, and get it moved to the community. So now you start to settle in, and things work out usually within 30 to 60 days, and quite often sooner. So then I like to always ask residents and or families to go back to my website, go back to my Facebook page, and do a review on me and what this service meant to you. Because quite often there's other families just like you that's looking, and so now you are telling them if I was a benefit or a menace. Hopefully I'm a benefit. That's my goal. Anyway, questions about finding a place, give me a call. I would love to tell you what's going to happen, the various steps that's needed. And a lot of times, you know, people say they're just looking, and that's good. I prefer people to go out, and even if you're not actually going to move for 2 or 3 months to a year, that's fine. Let's do the homework so you know what's available. I'd like to show you the assisted livings, the independents, the memory care, and even the adult family homes. So at least you've got an idea. You've got a feel for what's really out there. So now when the time comes and the emergency hits and you're in the rehab and they say next Tuesday you're going to be discharged and you've got to have a place to go and it's Monday afternoon. Wow. We can do that. We're also good for when people are like across the country and they call home or they visit. It's a holiday, birthday, you just happen to be in town, whatever, and you realize, oh my gosh, my really needs more care than what they're not getting at home. We can do all that background stuff for you. You can be in Timbuktu, that's fine. We will communicate by phone, by text, fax, email, who cares, Facebook, whatever's. And I will help you to get things situated so that when you fly into town, we can blast through the various places to see what's available. And then I can help get your folks moved. So, very flexible, been there, done that. Love to do it again with you. You can find us on the web, www.inittogether alt-optns.com, or just call me, text me to the same number, 360-213-9167. This is Kevin Ross with Alternative Options for Elderly Care Placement Service. I'd love to meet you and help you. Give me a call. Thanks.